Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's Vicky with the Untitled Game Show, back once again with more of my video game news, reaction, and discussion for you guys today on September 15th. Yesterday was the Tokyo Game Show. Sony went ahead and did their press conference keynote before everybody opens up and go play games on the public floor. So they showed off some awesome new exclusive stuff and stuff that's coming to all other platforms as well. But there's one thing to be noted about this event. It was definitely a Japanese focused event. Unlike E3 or Gamescom, where it's more of a worldwide event, Tokyo Game Show seems to be definitely pushing the Japanese market forward. So let's talk about some of the stuff that Sony announced at their keynote and what I like, what I didn't. Let's start off with the hardware announcements. First of all, there's some new colors coming for the PS4, there's new colors coming for the PlayStation Vita, and even for the PlayStation 4 controller, there's some new colors. But one of the colors that I'm actually most interested in is there's going to be a crystal version of the PlayStation 4 controller, and you're going to be able to see inside your controller. And I always love when you can see transparent type versions of controllers, consoles, where you can see the inside working components of the system. So I want to get this one in North America. There's no confirmation that it's going to come to North America, but I really hope it does. There's also a new headset coming out for the Japanese market, which would probably end up coming over here in North America and Europe as well. So we gotta wait and see what's going on with that. But I guess we should get into the more bigger news for the hardware portion of it. There's two big stories. One, Project Morpheus has been renamed to PlayStation VR. Sony skipping the long convoluted marketing push they would have to do for a Project Morpheus, and just gonna keep it something simple like PlayStation VR. It's not the sexiest name out there, it's not the coolest and hippest name out there, but I understand why Sony's changing it to PlayStation VR, because it's a recognizable name like PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus. It's really simple for everybody to know. If you write PlayStation and put VR behind it, well, if you go into the store, can I get that PlayStation VR thing? If you go into the store and it's like, can I get Project Morpheus? The guy behind the counter may not even know you're talking about a video game console. So it's not the best name out there, and I really wish they would actually just kept Morpheus, because I think Morpheus sounds pretty damn cool, but I'm okay with PlayStation VR. It'll sell. It'll sell. Alright, the next big news that at least happened in the Japanese market is that there's actually a PS4 price drop, which I'm actually kind of surprised by. And the reason I'm personally surprised by this is because I didn't really feel like they needed to drop the price. The Xbox One is not really selling too well in Japan. The Wii U has been catching up a little by little, selling a little better, but still not doing that great. It seems like Sony doesn't have that great competition in Japanese market right now compared to the years past. So I was figuring that they would be able to keep the prices at consistently pretty high and just run with it. But by dropping the price, they're definitely going to be selling more consoles with all the games they announced for the Japanese market yesterday. This is probably a good thing. This holiday season, they're going to probably sell a whole lot more PS4s. I mean, the PS4 right now is over 25 million units shipped. That is a lot of units shipped so far. It's one of the fastest selling, well, PlayStation consoles ever. So good thing for Sony dropping the price. It's good for gamers. I don't see a negative thing with this at all. Hopefully, maybe by 2016, we'll get a price drop in North America and Europe as well. Let's move on to some video game news. So let's talk about some of the news specifically from the event, like the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 2.8. 2.8? I was like, wait, what the heck are they doing right here? So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is going to be kind of like a compilation of a bunch of different Kingdom Hearts games coming together for the PlayStation 4, which is kind of interesting because of the fact that, well, I was wanting to see Kingdom Hearts 3 before I saw another like bundle game, but it's gonna be coming with Kingdom Hearts X back cover, Kingdom Hearts 02 Birth by Sleep, and Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. So it's gonna be all combined together and basically make this big old pack right here for everybody to buy in the PS4 coming in 2016. I'm probably gonna skip on this. I'm waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 and I'll play that when that comes out. That's just my personal opinion on that whole entire situation right there. Some of the other bigger announcements from the events were that there's gonna be a dragon, whoa, I said dragon, but Danganronpa 3, that's announced for the PlayStation 4 and Vita, so we're gonna be seeing that coming next year. There's a King of Fighters 14, and for me this is awesome news. There wasn't much for this. It was like there was no big trailer. They just basically threw the words up on the screen and like faded to black. I was like, come on man, where's the rest of this? So SNK basically says, you know, yeah, there's gonna be a new King of Fighters, and I'm like, yeah, can I get some more of this game? I'm a big King of Fighters fan, man. I'm a big fighting game fan, so that's coming to the PS4. I'm gonna be picking that up. I'm not sure how many people out there really care about about King of Fighters series, but for me, that's actually pretty cool. And they had a trailer for Resident Evil Umbrella Corps, which is a new cooperative shooter for the PS4. So we're gonna have to see how that one really plays out. I'm probably gonna be skipping on that. I'm gonna stick to my main series Resident Evil games, just me personally. And of course, big DLC news, expansion news, Bloodborne getting the new, which you probably guys already saw already, the Old Hunt expansion. So there was a details about this new expansion in a trailer released. If you go to the PlayStation blog, you can watch the trailer right now. I'll have links to most of this stuff in the description as well. I think it looks absolutely awesome. The only problem for me personally is the fact that I still am stuck on a very early boss in Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne. You guys know I love it. My friends have gotten through that game so many times, but I'm just stuck at one damn boss, and I feel like this boss is so cheap I can't progress in the game. It's like Dark Souls. It's like when I first played the Demon Souls games. I played the game and there was always one boss that just frustrated me to hell. But once I finally beat that boss, the rest of the game just feels like it's mad easy. And I think that's what's going to happen with me at Bloodborne. I just need to sit my ass down and just beat this boss. And when I beat the boss, I'll be able to get through the game and then jump right into this DLC once it actually comes out. So I'm hoping to play that really soon. Now, let's talk about the biggest announcement for me at the event and what looked the most coolest to me. It was Gravity Rush 2 coming to the PS4. We know Gravity Rush 2 was in development, but they showed some gameplay and like a kind of like a CG trailer combined together, and it just looked, it gave me chills, guys, on some real shit. I think this is the next big Sony franchise. Gravity Rush 2 just looks amazing to me. I feel like we're about to get another big Sony franchise that's gonna keep making games. There's gonna be a new Gravity Rush, aka Gravity Days in Japan, coming out years after years after years, because she's such a cool character. It just so guys, when I enjoy something, it's just like it's hard to express how many chills it gave me looking at this trailer. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play the hell out of this. So Gravity Days 2, aka Gravity Rush 2, will be coming to PS4 in 2016. And if you guys didn't have a chance to play Gravity Rush, or aka Gravity Days in Japan, the first game, well, it's actually coming out to the PlayStation 4 in Japan in December. I didn't see any information about a release date for North America or Europe, and if there is, I'm sorry, I just didn't notice it. So hopefully they do put out the Gravity Rush original game for the PS4 over here as well, so everybody can play it. I know it was free on PlayStation Plus at some point for the Vita, so you might be able to, if you did download it in the past and have a Vita, you could play it there. I think the first game was pretty fun. I didn't beat it as well, and you go back and actually finish that game. But the second trailer, like, it looked like an awesome game, like really top-notch AAA game, and that's something kind of hard for me to say for this whole entire event. The Japanese market, a lot of the games they showed, was some of them were really smaller titles. Actually, I'll say a lot of them were smaller titles, like spin-offs. They're not very main entry titles, but they did have some stuff that looked really polished. Like another game that looked really polished was Yakuza 6, and I just was like, my goodness, a Yakuza 6 for PS4. This thing looks really polished and really nice. Now, this is just me hoping that it actually gets out of Japan. It needs to come to Europe and North America as well, because this looks like another awesome game that I definitely want to check out. I just gotta mention one thing about the Yakuza 6 trailer, and if you guys watch the Yakuza 6 trailer, because it was all in Japan, somebody who speaks Japan, please explain to me, why did the guy smack a little girl in the face? The dude in the trailer like smacked this little freaking, like, she must have been like 5 to 7-year-old girl in the face when she tried to give him something, and I couldn't understand it, and I was just like, what the heck just happened there? But I was like, I still want to know what this game is all about. So Yakuza 6 is looking really polished, and I actually want to see that game come out in more regions than just Japan. Alright guys, just be hyped right here. I want to see it. Now let's just talk about some other games that were actually shown off with trailers there. Nothing in too detailed, but I basically went over the main big points, at least for me, that I thought was awesome about this event. There's stuff, like I said, For Honor. They showed that on stage. He went up, he showed our Oni trailer, so he basically showed the samurai. It was pretty cool. Just no more For Honor. We saw more of that at E3, so that's pretty damn cool. We saw Star Ocean 2 coming out to the PlayStation 4. That's not coming out anytime soon to North America or Europe. I doubt it. That's not going to be happening at all. We got Dragon Quest Builders. That's a new Dragon Quest game. There's a trailer of that, and everything with the trailer I have linked in the description. Toukiden 2, which is a game I've talked about before. It looks good, but I might be skipping on it because it is still looking very too much like Monster Hunter, just for me personally, but I might skip on that one. They showed off more of Uncharted 4, but nothing new we haven't seen before, so I'm not going to be really pushing that really hard, guys. It's the same footage we've seen with Uncharted before, just with overlaid with Japanese text and, you know, translations. World of Final Fantasy, I think this game actually looks really cute. I know a lot of people, when I made a video about this at E3, I got a lot of dislikes on those videos, but I had comments, people saying agree with me. I think World of Final Fantasy could be a pretty fun game, and I'm actually looking forward to see more of that game. We got Monster Hunter sprites, so there's a new Monster Hunter. They showed off Just Cause 3 because, you know, that's Square Enix, they showed off that right there. So a lot of cool games shown off at this Tokyo event. I definitely think that Sony's looking pretty well in the Japanese market for the upcoming fall season. I mean, doing a price drop is a big thing when you're the leader in the console race in that market. I mean, like, that was a bombshell to me. I'm like, you just dropped the price and you didn't even have to. You're beating Xbox One and you're beating the Wii U, and now you heard a lower price again? This might be very interesting to see if Sony's going to really try to just demolish the Japanese market for this generation. We'll see what happens with that, guys. PlayStation VR being the new name of Morpheus might be a little discouraging for some because it's not that original name, but I understand marketing wise why you would do that. The new Crystal controller and Gravity Days 2 are my most exciting things, guys, because I really want to get that new controller and I really want to get Gravity Rush 2. So can't wait for those stuff there, guys. In the description below, let me know, in the comment section below, let me know what you guys are most excited from this year's event. What game, what announcement made you guys hype for being a PlayStation gamer? Peace out, guys. I'll be back with more video game news, reaction, and discussion every single day or anytime something really big happens in the video game industry. If you like this video, give it a like. If you don't like it, you can give it a dislike. That's perfectly fine with me. At least I know what you guys like or dislike. And if you guys want to support, links will be in the description to Patreon or to my Amazon affiliate link, which if you buy stuff on Amazon, just click that link. If you go buy a game, it helps support the channel as well. Peace out, guys.